To talk about the breadwinner. Several weeks ago, my 10-year-old son came home saying that he was reading an inappropriate book in class. He began to disclose a scene from the book in which prisoners were taken to a soccer stadium and had their hands cut off with a sword as, quote, blood flew in every direction. And a Taliban soldier stood laughing, holding a rope strung with 4 severed hands like beads on a necklace. I began researching the book and was horrified to find that this was not the worst of the violent content it contained. I requested he immediately be removed from reading it and reached out to the principal to set up a meeting. On September 25th, I met with the principal and the director of curriculum. In this meeting, I asked why this book was provided as education material to 10-year-olds when the movie adaptation is rated PG-13 and the mature content was not disclosed to parents. They responded that they strive to be transparent and referred me to a parent letter that went home. I've included this letter for you. The letter said nothing of the graphic violent content and stated the book contained themes of war and oppression. How is this transparent? I was told the violence wasn't the focus and really wasn't that bad, as the curriculum director pointed out a few sentences at the bottom of a page that said, "I left my mother and my father and my brother in the street for the dogs to eat." She failed to disclose the following paragraph a little further up the page. "The Taliban came to my house. They grabbed my father and my brother and took them outside. They shot them right in the street. My mother started hitting them, and they shot her too. I ran back inside and hid in a closet. I thought they would kill me too, but they were finished killing people at my house. They were busy killing at other houses. I finally left my closet and went downstairs. There were bodies all over the street. I was so scared they would come back for me. There were bodies everywhere. The wild dogs had started to eat the bodies, so there were pieces of people on the sidewalk and in the streets. I even saw a dog carrying a person's arm in its mouth. As a teacher who has previously taught in an elementary school, I was disgusted that this was not only given to our 10-year-olds, but that the content was hidden from parents. In the June 19, 2023 board meeting, the curriculum director stated that any unit that had a controversial topic has a statement to the family that is very clear, that we are wanting to be as transparent as possible. There is nothing hidden in this. Yet when I reached out to other parents, none of them were aware of the intense violence contained in this book. At this age level, there may be elements of fighting or even death contained in books. However, there's a distinct difference between fighting and carnage, death and dismemberment. Gore has no place in children's literature. Schools block violent images and videos from being accessed by students on their servers, but then teach from text with the same content and call this appropriate. It is your duty to provide a free and appropriate education for all students. When did teaching our children about torture, murder, and beheadings become appropriate? As the vote draws near and we look to fill 4 of your chairs, we ask you to honor the community who placed you here by standing up for our children. Thank you for your time.